patriotism's always been at the core of who Captain America is as a character. It's the very reason he joined the...
Yeah, but actual patriotism, not the bullshit chuddery patriotism you LARP as? Actually, are you you're Scottish? Like, what? What? Like, the fact that you're Scottish really exposes how, like, outrage baity this is. Because you brought up how he's in Rome. And you, as not being American, should be able to look at it and be like, oh yeah, he's saying that to let the people in Rome know, hey, you know, you don't have to be American to appreciate this movie. This is just a movie about a good stand-up person fighting a good fight. And it's so obvious in context, that's what he means. As a Scottish person, you should recognize it, but oh shit, that's right, that doesn't get the clicks. Oh, I better make a video for outrage. Yeah, America! Back to Captain America, since we definitely had a little bit of Captain America, but we can cover a bit more. Let's actually cover the dude that Eric Carter was definitely trying to emulate, Critical Drinker, and his Captain Anti-America thing. So let me go ahead and play the clip I have of Anthony Mackie, where you can see maybe the context of this, because it's a short little clip. Let me pull this up real fast for you guys.
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things. And I don't think the term, you know, America should be one of those representations. Like,
so right away, that I guarantee you, that's what Critical Drinker is going to focus on. That, like, America, I don't know necessarily needs to be the focus on that, you know, because there's lots of things that Captain America is about.
It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity. Someone who is trustworthy and dependable. You know, it's kind of, this is kind of like an aspect of a dream coming true. You know, when I was a kid, you know, all of us as actors, I believe, want to get back to that day before someone told you no. When you look out your door and you see a 5-year-old kid with a stick and he's slaying dragons to save the princess in the tower, that kid really believes there are dragons out there. That stick is really a sword and he's really trying to save that princess. And then one day somebody told him, no, there are no dragons, that's not a sword, and that princess is not there. And all of his little dreams were dashed. So, you know, as an actor, I feel like our job is to get back.
That's a good point to get into context. He wasn't in America when he was talking about that. Notice the subtitles. So it even makes sense that maybe he'd be like, hey, guys, this isn't a movie just for Americans. This is a movie for you guys, too. That actually makes even more sense. Yeah, and I agree with Transformers. It represents the American dream and its people, not the government and the corporations. 100%. It doesn't represent what America is. In my opinion, Captain America doesn't represent what America is. It represents what America should be. That's what Captain America is. He is what America and Americans should be fighting for. That's the goal. I agree with him too, Transformers fan.
To the day where we see that dragon and we slay that dragon to save that.
And honestly, this is just a fun story he's telling here. So
princess. And that's kind of what this movie was for me.
I'm so offended. I'm offended. I'm outraged. He said that. Ah! I can guarantee you that clip is what Critical Drinker's milking here, because that came out like 2 days ago, and then yesterday Critical Drinker comes out this video. Let's see, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Either way, I'm sure Critical Drinker will get shit wrong, so let's see.
Wow, talk about bad timing, man. I think it's fair to say that Captain America: Brave New World has had a rocky ride these past few months, what with all the delays and the reshoots and the spiraling budgets and the growing public apathy towards the film. But hey-ho, sometimes you just have to soldier through, right?
I don't know if it's really a public apathy. There's definitely a chud apathy, which is what your target audience is, so I get why you'd say that, but general public seems kind of interested and excited for this movie. At least the people I've talked to IRL.
And with the movie finally in the can and the premiere just a couple of weeks away, maybe the worst was finally behind them now. All they really had to do was stay the course, keep their mouths shut, and...
For me, Captain America represents a lot of different things, and I bet
you he's not going to play the whole thing. He's going to cut it off. Hold on.
think the term, America should be one of those representations.
Oh.
Fucking nailed it. Yeah. Guys, we're not going to give you all context. I'm just going to play that one clip and ignore his whole point. Just play that one clip, be like, oh, fuck! It's not about America! Just Jesus Christ.
Oh. The comments in question come from a press event in Rome a couple of weeks ago where...
Rome? He says it's from Rome. Think about it. Yeah.
Anthony Mackie shared his thoughts on what Captain America means to him and others. And wow, talk about a bad choice of words.
It's kind of... This is kind of like a...
Are you dumb or something?
It's funny.
Oh my god. When you play it, it's obviously just him collecting his words and thinking. And yeah, you're, of course, gonna clip that out of context and make him sound dumb. Jesus, Critical Drinker. Jesus. Should I just do that for all your videos? Whenever I catch you on a live stream going, just clipping, like, oh, look, he's fucking dumb, guys. Would that be fair to you? Because if it's not fair to you if I do that, then it's definitely not fair if you do it to Anthony Mackie. I'm just saying.
Because you can tell by the way he's stumbling and hesitating after he said it, that he knew.
He is collecting his thoughts, and that's called collecting your thoughts, Critical Drinker. Holy shit.
He'd fucked up and was desperately scrambling for a way to recover, only to make the whole thing even worse.
It's about a man who keeps his word, who has honor, dignity, and integrity.
How does it make it worse? He just explains, gives a good description of Captain America here.
Someone who is trustworthy and dependable.
See, when you base your premise on excluding America from the character's identity, even though he's called Captain America, and then go on to list all of his virtues like keeping his word and doing the right thing, you're implicitly suggesting that those very traits no longer represent what America is as a country. And
well, I could make that argument, but the fact is, let's be real, Critical Drinker. Even if you think the majority of the time it is, I think everybody has to admit, not always. Not always. The point is, Captain America always represents those things. America doesn't. That's the point. Pay attention.
Well, that's not exactly a popular sentiment right now, both from a character and a cultural point of view.
Really? Really? Do you have statistics to back that up? What?
Patriotism's always been at the core of who Captain America is as a character. It's the very reason he joined the...
Yeah, but actual patriotism, not the bullshit chuddery patriotism you LARP as? Actually, are you you're Scottish. Like, what? What? Like, the fact that you're Scottish really exposes how, like, outrage baity this is. Because you brought up how he's in Rome. And you, as not being American, should be able to look at it and be like, oh yeah, he's saying that to let the people in Rome know, hey, you don't have to be American to appreciate this movie. This is just a movie about a good stand-up person fighting a good fight. And it's so obvious in context, that's what he means. As a Scottish person, you should recognize it, but oh shit, that's right, that doesn't get the clicks. Oh, I better make a video for outrage. Yeah, America!
The army and risked his life to be part of the super soldier program in the first place because he wanted to fight and defend not just America, but American values of freedom.
Did you watch the first movie?
Do you want to kill Nazis?
Is this a test?
Yes.
I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from.
Did you miss that line? That's how come he became Captain America. Because Erskine saw like the morality in him and chose him. Because he's not somebody who wants to be violent. He's not somebody who wants to pick a fight. But he doesn't like bullies. It's that simple.
Freedom, justice, and equality. He represents the ideals and aspirations of the greatest generation, the men who fought and sacrificed to make the world we live.
I don't know if necessarily it's essentially the greatest generation, but like you're kind of right. He represents the aspirations of like to be the best American. Sure.
Even today, men who loved their country and in return were
I mean, how does what Anthony Mackie said contradict what you're saying, Drinker? You're acting like it contradicts it, but it doesn't. It doesn't at all.
loved by it. To take
Thank you. Damien dug up the line. I don't want to kill anyone. I don't like bullies. I don't care where they're from. Boom.
that away from him is to hollow out the core of who he is, and it demonstrates a real lack of understanding of what makes him such a timeless hero in the first place.
You're the one, like, first of all, your description of Captain America doesn't even contradict Anthony Mackie's, so why are you acting like he's saying something that doesn't represent Captain America, dude? Pay attention. Of course, again, outrage clicks. It's all for outrage clicks.
The other reason
This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is outrageously lazy so far. Just outrageously lazy. Just say two things that are the same and act like they're contradicting and that Anthony Mackie's wrong and what you're saying is correct, even though they're essentially the same thing. Good job, Critical Drinker. Well done.
is cultural. American national pride seems to be going through a bit of a comeback these days. Can't imagine what that feels like.
Really? What sign do you see that American pride is coming back? Like, what's your evidence of that? Like, give you an idea about American pride. Trump just pardoned insurrectionists, traitors. He pardoned them. And that's national pride? The freeing of traitors? Like, really, Critical Drinker, what are you looking at? That there's like this upwelling of national pride in the United States. Like, what? Oh, no, like, I will say to his defense, his argument is that this isn't the United States. His argument is like, gee whiz, the United States is getting national pride. I don't know what that's like. So apparently he's saying he's from England and this is what he's seeing in England. But again, as someone who's living in America, no, there's not an upwelling of national pride that I've seen.
And our tolerance for rich, opinionated Hollywood celebrities is at an all-time low. I can definitely imagine what that feels like. Combine
Again, you're speaking strictly from your bubble. Strictly from your bubble.
these two factors together, and you've got a powder keg just waiting to explode, and it seems like Anthony Mackie might just be the match. The thing is, I actually like Mackie as an actor, and until now, he's generally been pretty solid when it comes to interviews like this.
I take my kids to the movies to see Avengers. It's $150. I'm like, I don't even want to see myself that much.
So I really want to get
That is true. Movies are too expensive. I agree.
give the guy the benefit of the doubt. It might be that because he was in Europe instead of America, he was trying to find common ground with his audience and emphasize the...
Yes. That is almost certainly what's going on, Drinker. I like how you're debunking your own video in the video. What's the point of this video, bro? Why did you call it Captain Anti-America? Why didn't you call it You're Misunderstanding Anthony Mackie? That should be the title of the fucking video, bro.
character's universal heroic appeal. Shit, man, he might even have been fed talking points like this by some dumbass PR advisor from Marvel.
Wait. Are you saying he's saying it because it's in our country or that it's a PR advisor from Marvel? From one side of your mouth, you're saying, hey, I get why he's saying this. It makes sense that he's saying it. And the other side of your mouth, you're saying, wow, this is so fucking stupid. How dare he say that? What an asshole. How does anybody listen to you and think you make coherent, clear-cut arguments? You are all over the place on this one. All over the fucking place.
The backlash, though, has gotten so bad that he even had to come out and clarify his position with an official statement. Let me be clear about this. I'm a proud American, and taking on the shield of a hero like Cap is the honour of a lifetime. I've got the utmost respect for those who serve and have served our country. Cap has universal characteristics that people all over the world can relate to. Again, I don't pretend to know the guy, so I'd prefer to believe that he's telling the truth here, and this has all been a big misunderstanding caused by a poor choice of words.
Speaking of poor choice of words, Captain Anti-America is the name of your video.
Either way though, it all contributes to a generally negative atmosphere that seems to be building around this movie and Mackie's version of the Captain America character. Let's not forget that the last time we saw Sam Wilson with the shield, it was in the racially and politically charged Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Wow. Captain America in a project that is politically charged. That is shocking. Are you shocked? I am shocked. Seriously, it's Captain... Of course this shit's gonna be politically... It's Captain fucking America, bro. Like, I have criticisms of Falcon and Winter Soldier. Sure, there's plenty of criticisms to go around. I think it's overall a very good series, but, like, it's not perfect. But, like, complaining because it's politically... No shit, it's politically charged. It's Captain America story, dude.
Show that saw racism around literally every corner that tried to frame...
What? Yeah, they show that racism exists in the country because racism exists in the country. Critical drinker, racism exists, and there's no problem depicting that in fiction. If you have a problem with racism being depicted in fiction, that says a lot about you. Well, I would actually add, racism being depicted in fiction in a negative light. If you have an issue with that, it's kind of a self-report.
Violent terrorists who murder innocent people because they want free stuff as sympathetic anti-heroes.
The terrorists.
No, they don't set them up as they do give them a sympathetic backstory, true. But they don't set them up as anti-heroes. They're still the villains. They're just sympathetic villains. You're misrepresenting the story, bro.
Terrorists only set us back a bit.
You have to stop calling them terrorists. I mean, this girl died trying to stop you. And no one has stopped for 1 second to ask why.
And whose genius solution to complex social and political problems requiring years of diplomacy and compromise was...
You've gotta do better, Senator.
I mean, it's technically a correct line. Yes, they should have, like, it's not great, but, like, it's also... Yeah, I would agree, it's not a great line. I don't know where you're seeing that he's got years of diplomacy or whatever. He doesn't, but, like, yeah, it's not a great line. They should have been more specific, but... I mean, technically it's true. You gotta do better, but yeah, it's not a great line. I will give you that. It should have been more specific. But then again, you would have complained when he got more specific. Because then it would be like, we need to deal with systemic racism. We need to deal with a lot of these people who are fallen victim to a lot of these tragedies around the world. We need to help the victims. Maybe he sort of said, we need to help Palestinians. We need to help Palestinians and stop giving aid to Israel. I'm sure you want to have a complaint about that, right? Right? We need to stop killing children in Palestine. I'm sure you want to complain about that, right? That's the thing. Yes, this line is weak because it doesn't get into specifics. But the second they get into specifics, these guys have a fucking hissy fit. I guarantee you.
And the thing is, that show didn't even resonate particularly well at the time, when all of this ridiculous stuff was arguably at its...
I mean, decent. I don't know how well... I think it resonated as well as any piece of fiction will. Like, what were you looking for, bro?
Peak. But holy shit, man, have things changed since then? Americans have gotten a bit tired of being told that their country sucks by elitist pricks who only exist because of the very privilege it provides, and for a...
I miss the time when guys were saying America sucks. Dude, I wouldn't even say America sucks. I would say America is not living up to the standard that it should be setting. Absolutely. I would argue one of the things I actually love about America is its ability to change and evolve and to become better. America should become better, and that's something I love about America. Now, I'm and I want to stress, I hate Trump. I hate Trump. I hate what he's doing in the White House right now. I hate his executive orders. I hate that garbage. And there's going to be a lot of people that die because of that garbage, and I hate that. But Trump isn't America. Nor is he some sort of aspirational figure for America. He's pretty much the fucking worst of us, giving the most power of anybody in the country. Yeah. Yes. That's my rant.
A lot of MCU fans, Sam Wilson kind of represents that cynical, anti-patriotic, anti-American era of...
Whoa. How is he anti-patriotic? Where's the moment where Sam Wilson is anti-patriotic? Do you have a clip? Do you have a clip that shows Sam Wilson being anti-patriotic? I'd love to see that. I would love to see that.
Marvel filmmaking, someone who was literally handed the achievements of a guy who fought and sacrificed more than he ever did.
Are you arguing Sam Wilson never fought or sacrificed anything? What? Like, did you even watch the stories? What the hell? And like, I'm not really sure. Like Steve, what did Steve do? Steve applied to be in the military a whole bunch and was rejected a whole bunch. Like, what makes what Steve did so much more worthy to get the serum and become Captain America compared to what Sam has done, which is put on the suit, just being a normal guy. He doesn't even have super soldier serum, by the way. He's just a normal guy with an experimental jetpack that goes out there and saves the day. But that's not good enough to be considered Captain America? Like, what standard are we using? What?
And then had the brass neck to complain about it afterwards. In short, I think...
What? God damn. This is a terrible fucking video. Terrible video. Holy shit.
A lot of people were just looking for reasons to hate this film, and whether he meant...
A lot of people are looking for reasons to hate this film. Like you! You're a key person. You're the one pushing the hate for this movie. There are other ones in your fucking circle. I guarantee you that. But you are probably one of the loudest voices on the internet pushing hate on this movie. You could be much more nuanced. There's elements of this video that are nuanced, but then you just, like, in the same breath, you take a nuanced take, and in the same breath, you just move right on to an outrage take. It's kind of wild.
To or not, Anthony Mackie might just have given them exactly what they were looking for. The only question now is whether Captain America can hope to survive the firestorm. Anyway.
Okay, that's it. That was terrible. Oh, man, yeah, Critical Drinkers racist. We always, dude, like, hold on real fast. Let me see.
The problems began early on with the casting of Rachel Zegler as Snow White. Now,
why is that a problem?
Is this a problem, you might ask? Well, the original German folktale describes the character as...
Oh, for fuck's sake, I don't care. I don't care about the original German folktale. You guys always dig up these random fucking archaeological facts. You guys are like fucking digging through fossils trying to find some way to justify Snow White being fucking perfect white or some shit. No. Fuck off. I don't care.
Follows. Schneewittchen hat Lippen rot von einer Rose, Haar schwarz wie Ebenholz und Haut weiß wie Schnee. Or, in less world-dominating terms, Snow White had lips red as a rose, hair black as ebony, and skin white as snow. Skin white as snow.
Just digging up random shit just to make fun of... Number one, she's fairly white. Like, I don't know what her genetic ancestry is, but she looks pretty white in that fucking picture. And number two, I don't fucking care. I don't. So yeah, there's Critical Drinker. If you want more straightforward racism, there's Critical Drinker just being more straightforward racist. But yes, thank you so much for joining me. Like and subscribe. Party on. and be excellent to each other.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.